I shared a pink marker with a girl in elementary school, and she ended up becoming my best friend in the world. We played a lot of pretend, wolves, ninjas, books, running around in the recess yard doing dumb stuff like drinking from puddles and, faking our death. We also insisted on sharing a bed at church camp because the other one was taken by our friend Joey, who was imaginary.
Pink marker. I really loved this. I thought this was such an interesting way to tell a story that clearly was about the narrator, but not her whole story, just parts of what made up her whole being, but the story of her and, this other person and how they first met and how their relationship changed throughout the years, even when they lost contact and when they reestablished connection again, and the different phases that the relationship went through from, friends and being young and just learning how to make friends and how easily you can make friends when you're at such a young age, to growing up and, starting to explore and starting to have, feelings and things change, to, being, more of an adult. You've, left home, you are starting to discover who you really are and who you want to be, and, seeing the different relationship that, these two had through all of that. And then, that they eventually ended up breaking up, and that I loved that the point of the story was not that the relationship ended, and that was, such a horrible thing. That's part of it, that's part of heartbreak, but that, at the very, very end, that it was okay that the relationship ended, and not every relationship you're gonna have is gonna span your lifetime, and that's okay, and that you can still cherish those memories. They can still have meant a lot to you. Those relationships and those people still could have served a great purpose in your life, but it doesn't take anything away if those people are still no longer in your life. And I think that is really beautiful.
Pink marker. Love the title, and that it is the reason these people met. And I like the animation. It's like chalk drawings, and it's colorful and fun, and I think it's perfect for this story. And I like the use of the black screens in between some important moments here, transitions. So I like that a lot, the use of that. And I think the writing is really good. It's very well expressed. And the narration too is very natural and genuine, in my opinion. And I thought it was just an enjoyable watch and listen. Nice use of music too. And I think it was only toward the end where you had the music. So I don't like it when something's overpowered by music or it's overused. And I thought you did a great job with the music and a great job with the story. And it may just be a moment in time as far as the relationship, but I liked your telling of it. And I liked that you wanted to get the story told. And I like how you told it. So really well done. Great job to the animation artists and the narrator and the writer and just anybody involved. And I wish you the best of luck.
Pink marker. No way, this was so... I understand what this character went through. Okay, first of all, the animation is very interesting, of course. It's different, it's unique. It has a charming style that feels like, very amateur, but in a cool way. And the story is so tragic. The way the narrator tells the story of her and her friend, and how they love each other, and how happy she was with her, how devoted she was to her, and all the hope she had for the future, and how everything fell apart at some point. So sad, but so real that those things happen. And yeah, I like to see how she, you know, she came back to life, so to speak. She recovered herself, and she has a whole different point of view of life because of the experiences she went through, and I think that's beautiful. She gained perspectives, and yeah, she obviously this is very painful for her, but she carries on, and I think that offers hope because I think this kind of situation is something that a lot of people, a lot of us, go through at some point. So yeah, excellent job. Very touchy, very well done when it comes to explore the difficult aspects of love. And the voice acting, I don't know if the person who was doing the voice is the same as the filmmaker, but it was so moving, so sentimental. I love it. I love every part of this film. It was beautiful, really. Thank you very much for sending it, and well done.
This film is called Pink Marker. Wow, what a touching animated short. The artistry of this one is so clever. I love the use of colored markers and other multimedia. It's so dynamic, everything seems alive and constantly moving. The two lead characters are beautifully presented, showing a long-term friendship that becomes more. The sound effects are also quite suitable, and the narration is soft and gentle. The storytelling is intimate and honest. A lovely, wistful narrative. Well done. Pink Marker. Check it out.